7 signs your marriage cannot be saved and how to process it. So, hey guys, I am Jeremy Roadruck, your strong marriage and amazing kids guy, and today we're talking about the signs of when your marriage it doesn't work and you need to get out. And I'm sorry to have to put this content out there, but I see guys literally driving themselves crazy, and it hurts you, and more important, it hurts your kids. Because as your kids grow up in dysfunction, that becomes their normal, and then they live out their lives trying to recreate the drama between you and baby mama. So here are the 7 steps, 7 signs you need to get out. Number 1, abuse. The physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse of you or the kids. This is almost an immediate get the out of Dodge now. Like, grab the kids and get gone. The truth is, a lot of men face domestic abuse and they don't know it because I gotta be the man. I can take a punch. I can toughen up. She's just passionate. She just that crazy woman blood. You know, she got a knife. She got dishes. She's screaming. She's slamming, breaking plates. None of that stuff is okay. That's not how rational, mature adults handle their conflict. So that's 1. Number 2, 0 intimacy, and this could be physical, mental, emotional, even social intimacy, or even just affection. So you're not getting any action. That's just not on the table. But you also don't know what's going on with her head, what's going on with her heart. You don't know what she's thinking and what she's feeling on a daily basis. And the social isolation, it's like she has a social life without you, without the kids. Like, you guys don't even exist. You're an embarrassment. Number 3, cheating. And not just cheating once, because maybe that could be healed. Maybe there's a reason it happened and we could fix it. But a pattern of cheating, a pattern of lying and hiding, emotional cheating, texting, fantasies, affairs, sending people pictures, all that stuff. That's not okay. Next is criminal behavior, breaking the law, thieving. I'm not talking like driving too fast, like grand larceny, like theft, embezzlement, dealing drugs, things that could bring harm to you or your children. It could get your house taken from you. It could get your life taken from you. Next is having an addiction that she is unwilling to get treated, needing mental or emotional support and refusing to get it. Next is shifting priorities without the ability to compromise. You have an opportunity to move a job and you have to relocate, or she can have a new job and relocate, and it's a my way or the highway, this is the deal, only one thing. That's not going to be sustainable. If you can't compromise, if you can't create a win-win for the two of you, that's a huge problem. And number 7 is a lack of empathy or remorse. She knows the damage. She sees the pain she's causing you, causing the kids, and does not care. You've told her, you've explained to her, you've poured your heart out, and she doubles down on justifying and rationalizing. It's like she fell out of the boat, and you guys are taking the boat towards her to get her, and not only is she not swimming to the boat, when the oar gets close enough, she grabs it out of your hands, hits you with it, and then throws it away. So now she's drowning, and you get to watch. So these are the 7 signs. If any of this is going on, you need to really very, very strongly reassess if this marriage is sustainable, and probably if you have all 7, it ain't. Get out. Now, when I say that, I don't mean just walk away, because that leaves damage on the kids and you can end up in a lot of legal hot water. So definitely, if you are in a crisis with your marriage, you need to talk to a professional, both on the mental, emotional support, but also the legal support. You want to make sure you don't just move out of the house, because if you do, she could argue in court, you abandoned the family, and now she could take your kids permanently. So definitely talk to a lawyer. Every jurisdiction is different, literally all over the world, so you need legal support. Okay? Now, having said all of that, and I'm sorry if this is your situation, my heart feels for you. I've been in dysfunction. I've been in a relationship that had some of these things going on, and trying to validate, trying to justify, trying to rationalize. When you keep having to twist your head and your heart, that's your sign, right? So now, how do you process this? Because the collapse of a marriage, for a lot of men, we are protectors and we are providers. And the idea of failure, like, that hits us in our soul. And to feel your marriage collapse, like, it hurts. And do I ever deserve to be loved again? Do I ever deserve to be happy? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. Yes, you do. So as we process this, I have a tool that I call a framework. It's called Reason, Season, Lifetime, or RSL. And this framework is a way to understand momentum, energy, trajectory, how we interact as people. And so the reason is there's a line, right? And then another person comes across. So we got this straight line and then another line. Our lives intersect. We crash into each other. And maybe that was a moment. Maybe there's something we could learn from this. Maybe it was an opportunity to expand or to grow or to shift. Now, I can't quite tell you what the exact reason is. It's your story to tell, not mine. But a reason is when you can take any moment in your life and you can distill it down into one simple statement or one simple understanding, one simple lesson. Next is a season. Two lives come together and they travel for a while, then they separate. And that is, if your marriage is ending, that's what you got. You got a marriage or a relationship that was a season. It was not long term. And you came together and you had kids and you traveled it the best you could, and now life is pulling you in different directions. And so the way to end this with some room to breathe is, I did the best I was able, and now life is taking me somewhere else. And you did the best you were able, and now life is taking you somewhere else. And these are the things I can appreciate from the experience. These are the things that I don't ever want to experience again. And you can say that with integrity and with your self-respect maintained. And then finally, the last one is a lifetime. Two parallel lines traveling forever onward to the horizon. And that's the relationship you want to have with your kids. And that's the relationship your kids need to know is there. Look, Mom and I, we have our deal, and we've got our stuff to deal with. But you've got to understand, this has nothing to do with you. We love you, and that is lifetime. I will always be your dad. She will always be your mom. And there may be other parents that get involved. We may have step parents and stuff. That's cool. It just means more people to love you. But I got to do what I got to do. I got to deal with me. My love for you is solid. She got to deal with herself and whatever she got going on. But her love, she's loving you the best she knows how, the best that she is able. And that's where we leave it. Because this is a story that's continuing to unfold. And you never know. Seasons could separate, and then life could bring us back together sometimes. But you don't want to hold out false hope either. So I don't want to character assassinate my soon-to-be ex. I don't want to take away that relationship with the kids. If she's going in a bad direction, she'll nerf that relationship all by herself. You don't have to add anything. Your kids are pretty smart. They'll see it for themselves over time. But for you, give yourself room to breathe. Have compassion for her and her situation, yes, but have more compassion for yourself. The fact you're watching content like this tells me you're the type of man who wants more in his life, who wants to raise his standards. You're looking for solutions. You're looking to improve. So you have my respect. And if you're in this kind of a situation, you're stuck in this pattern, and shouldn't I, I'm not sure, feel free to reach out. I have a link down below you can get on my calendar. I do free calls, 15 minutes to an hour depending on the type of call, but it really is the idea of you don't have to face this alone unless you choose to, because I'm always willing to talk. Autumn's amazing, but it drives her crazy sometimes. She's like, really, Dad, another dad's in crisis? I'm like, well, can I have 15 minutes? And God love her, she makes that a priority because she understands me. And I'm fortunate. And for a very long time, I never thought I could have a woman like her. I didn't think it was possible because I had a relationship that fell apart. And I felt like a worthless. And I felt like I didn't deserve. So I want to encourage you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And it is a bright future. But we got to keep walking the steps. So I commend you. Thank you for watching. If this resonated for you, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and leave a comment, just so you know you're not alone. And encourage other dads, other men who are struggling as well. Encourage them to keep moving forward. And if you've recovered from a bad relationship, I'd love to hear that as well, because it's always good to share the good in life. So, again, if you need support, reach out down below, and you make it an outstanding day. I will see you when I see you. Bye.